What up, it's Ty 1822 here to review AEW Full Gear. Shout out to all the fans in New Jersey because this was a very long show for the company. If you live on the East Coast, I went to Dynasty here in Philadelphia and that show was long as hell. And we left out the building at 12:30. So salute to everybody who stayed for this show. If you want to know how I felt overall about the show, please stay to end the review for my final overall thoughts on the show. So we kick things off with Pat versus Darby Allin. Darby Allin's wrapped up because he got put through a table with it lit on fire. This was a good match right here between Pat and Darby Allin. Very physical stuff between these two guys. I thought that Darby was going to go over, but I like the way this match ended with the ref bump. Willow comes in, gives Pat Sting back to use it on Darby Allin, your winner, Pat. And we all know this feud is just not over yet. The four-way women's tag team match. The winners picked the stipulation for the next upcoming match. Now, a match like this felt like it really should have been on Dynamite, but I get why they put it on this pay-per-view because every AEW pay-per-view had two women match, so you want to continue the trend. I wouldn't say the crowd was there for it, but it really was waiting for Toni Storm to get involved, and she finally got involved, and that's when it really woke up. But I really enjoyed the last 2-3 minutes of this match. It came down between Harley Cameron and Toni Storm, and Toni Storm got the win for her team. Mina Shirakawa and Toni Storm will get to choose the next stipulation for the women's match a part of this tournament. Bro Dino versus FTR Tag Team Championship match. This was one hell of a match right here. FTR, every single time it's a tag team title match, they going to deliver. I love the fact that Stokely took a bump from Brody King. Hilarious stuff. Being Dino was just awesome in this match. Watching this match, FTR and Bro Dino, it just reminded me of like the NXT days of TakeOver because being Dino just gave me those Johnny Gargano moments where it's like you thought at certain parts of the match it was over, then he kicked out and the crowd really ate up. I ate it up. This was just tremendous tag team wrestling right here, and that's why FTR decided to leave W to come to AEW, and we had brand new AEW tag team champions FTR. Now I cannot wait. When will Christian Cage and Adam Copeland return so they can continue this feud? The Casino Battle Royal National Championship. We all know we kicked things off with her syndicate members, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley, they were just toying around. Then Ricochet come out. He did not like what was going on. Ricochet was so entertaining in this match right here. The Gates actually took both guys out. You got Ricochet on a microphone, hit MVP with it. Hilarious stuff by Ricochet. But I did like this Battle Royal right here. You had stables, tag team, daddy managers in this match. You know this feud between him and Daniel Garcia. Ricochet, one of my favorite moments in the match where the Death Riders were taking over and Ricochet acting like he was cool or Death Rider member. Then Clodo Castagnoli attack him. Just good stuff by Ricochet, and that's why I was so happy with the results of this match. Tony Khan created a belt because he wanted to make the first time ever a national champion be Ricochet. Congratulations, Ricochet, being the first time ever AEW national champion. And I hope Tony Khan does not drop the ball with Ricochet with the championship belt. Make this belt mean something with Ricochet. All I am. Jon Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. No holds barred. Now, I thought this match was going to be a submission. It would make more sense for the story. But I said on my pre-prediction video, being a no-holds-barred match is going to be more entertaining. But they still have the elements of a submission match. And did a bunch of submissions in this match. And of course, Jon Moxley pulled out the fork. Because why not? And stab him in the forehead, scraped his back with it, poked him in the nipple with it. And of course, Kyle O'Reilly used the fork on Jon Moxley. The crowd was just like, oh my God, Jon Moxley was the fork. You be going too damn far with it. One hell of a match right here between these two individuals. And by my surprise, once again, Kyle O'Reilly made Jon Moxley taps out. He had a post-match attack by Jon Moxley, get some heat back on him. But I gotta give it to John Moxley. After being the AEW World Champ, he is really giving back. And he put him over Kyle O'Reilly, who is looking damn good in these matches with John Moxley. But I'm looking forward to the downfall of John Moxley. And we know eventually he will no longer be the leader of the Death Riders. Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe TNT Championship match. Now, I had no idea this match was going to be a no disqualification. And also, of course, if Mark Briscoe loses this match, he will be a part of the Don Callis family. This was one hell of a match. And I'm so happy that this match and the last match was not the same thing, because it would not have felt special if they had the same type of weapons in the match. I'm happy that Kyle O'Reilly and Moxley's only weapon was the fork. This match, thumbtacks, tables, chairs, barbed wire tables. One of my favorite spots in this match where Fletcher was on the ladder while Mark Briscoe was hired him, and he did an elbow drop on him through the table. I wish that was ended, because it was a tremendous way if that match did end it that way. But man, the spot where Kyle Fletcher put the screwdriver in the ring apron, oh my God, if they went with that spot, holy shit, that would have probably made people in New Jersey throw up in their seats. But we did not get that spot right there. And when Kyle Fletcher hit that brain buster on Mark Briscoe, I was scared. So, oh my God, are they really going to have Mark Briscoe part of the Don Kyle family? But no, Jay Driller to Kyle Fletcher, your brand new TNT champion, Mark Briscoe. Congratulations to Mark Briscoe. I was not a big time ROH fan, so I was not familiar with him and his brother in ROH. But since I started watching him as a singles guy in AEW, he been one of my favorite talents to watch in the company. The Young Bucks team with Josh Alexander versus Jurassic Express and Kenny Omega, 6-man tag match, $1 million on the line. This was a very entertaining match. And it had one of my favorite sequences. I can't right now explain what took place, but it was awesome. If you watch the match, you would know what I am talking about. Now, for a minute, I did forget this match was going on, so I'm thinking about the women's match between Mercedes Moné and Chris Statlander. So at first, I'm like, oh God, how can it just end? But then I said, hell no, this is a damn good match. And this match had a lot of story in it. The Hill team get the victory. Bucks are millionaires once again. But then we have a post-match beatdown by the Don Callis family on Jurassic Express and Kenny Omega. Don Callis with the Bucks walking on stage with the money in his hand, and they kept looking back. What should we do? Should we help, or we leave Don Callis with this $1 million? They decided to run down the ring and make the save. Then we got the reunion of the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. The Elite are back. Now, what's going to take place with the Elite and the Don Callis family? We will see. The women's championship match, Mercedes Moné versus Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander is 0-2 against Mercedes Moné, but will she get the job done this go round? This match was great. Mercedes Moné, Chris Statlander have excellent chemistry, and Mercedes Moné did 14 amigos to count how many championship belts she had, and the crowd really appreciated it right there. As the match continued to go on, I was 100% sure, yes, we're going to crown a brand new women's champion. But no, finally, Chris Statlander defeats Mercedes Moné. Still your AEW women's champion, Chris Statlander. So Mercedes Moné still can't win the big one. She won all these other belts, but the man won AEW. She just can't do it yet. So now AEW have a story of Mercedes Moné cannot win the biggest one in AEW. So I'm wondering, are they going to continue this match next month at World's End, or just wait out to 2026? Because my guess is they're going to do champion versus champion. Now Chris Statlander got to have a reason to give Mercedes Moné a rematch for the belt. And you know what I would love to see? First time ever, 2 belts on the line in a women's match and a ladder match. Please give me that, AEW. The main event, Samoa Joe versus Hangman Page World title match, steel cage. They did not waste time with this match. I know it was a long show, and this match was not long. This was probably one of the shortest AEW main events ever. They got right to it. Both guys were bleeding. You had the Ops come out, Eddie Kingston came out to stop it. But you had a rough bump. Hobbs broke the lock, got inside the steel cage. So then, out of nowhere, you see Hook to make the save. What I thought, he picked up the world title, and Hook hit Hangman Page with the belt. A Russo swerve, but a good one. Hook is still with the Op. I did not see this coming one bit, and it led to Samoa Joe pinning Hangman Page, and Samoa Joe is a two-time AEW World Heavyweight Champion. I never thought in my life he would be a two-time World Champion in AEW. And the show went off the air. I said I did expect someone to come back, but it was not the person I thought. We got the return of Prince Nana and Swerve. Swerve got brand new music. I miss the old theme song because it's such a classic already to me. I just gotta get used to this new one. Let's see what it grow me or not. Swerve comes out, takes out all the Ops security guard while Samoa Joe bleeding like a stuffed pig. Swerve, Samoa Joe, main event, World's End. I am all for it. Hangman got up, took out one more member of the Op, and both rivals stand right next to each other. Oh my God. Talk about a main outcome no one seen coming. I got to give it to you, Tony Khan. This was a shocker to close out Full Gear. Man, this was a good show. Thank you, AEW, for putting on a show like this. Because it was long as hell, but it was worth the $49.99. Can't wait to see the next Dynamite and AEW create some new stories and end some other stories in December. So if you watch AEW for a girl like me, negative, positive, I will respond to the comment section per usual. Hit the like button on this video. As always, don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.